And just like that, it's 2023. So I thought we would start off the new year by doing a few genealogy resolutions. I've listed 12 different resolutions. One can be done for each month instead of trying to cram it all in at the beginning of the year. Number 12 is join your local genealogy society. Now, what's nice about this is that you can collaborate with people who are of like minds, and you never know when you might be able to get some extra help on a brick wall or maybe some type of information that you cannot find. Number 11 is volunteer to index records. Now, the nice thing about this is that not only helping other folks, but it also can give you some inspiration on your own genealogy research. Number 10 is organize and digitize. Now, I know we all kind of tend to get a little messy from time to time. So organizing your genealogy, whether it be on your computer or if you have paper copies, is always a good thing. I always say if you're organized, that's the key to everything. And of course, digitizing any photos, even maybe documents, so that just in case something should happen, at least you have a digital copy. Number 9 is to teach your children or grandchildren about genealogy. Now, I myself started my grandchildren pretty young with going to cemeteries. So we just talk about the people that are there. You know, a lot of times if they're children, we'll talk about them being babies. And then I also take the opportunity if something comes up where I can talk about my grandmother or other folks in the family. I think I've got at least the young one interested in the family tree. Number 8 is to revisit people in your tree. Now, I know when you first get started and you really don't know what you're doing, you miss things or mistakes are made. So it's always a good point to go back to those beginning people and look at them again, because you never know what you might find after time has passed. Number 7 is find new sources. Take a trip to the library or do some online search with different search engines. Different search engines will pull up different information, which is a little surprising. Number 6 is make a cookbook with family recipes. You know, they always say food is the heart and soul of a family. Food is such an integral part of a family. Looking at my grandmother's recipes in her handwriting is one of the best things that I can do, and it brings back memories and just what a good cook she was. It's kind of neat if you have those to photocopy them so that you can actually put it into something and see the handwriting. Number 5 is watch webinars. I'm a huge believer in that you always are learning throughout your life. And I enjoy learning new things. And webinars, even though you might have been doing genealogy for a long time, sometimes you can always find new things to learn. Number 4 is label your photos. I know we've all heard it till we're blue in the face about putting names on pictures. I think we're probably all guilty of not doing that. So take a month, take some time to sit down and just start putting names on things. Number 3 is don't forget your history. Sit down, write about the things that have happened to you in your life or things in your time span that have been important to the world or the nation, historical events. But it's so important for future generations to hear your voice in the things that have happened to you. Number 2 is focus on a brick wall for a month. I think probably we all have brick walls, so just taking the time to really sit down and dig deep to see if you can't break that wall down. And number 1 is take a genealogy trip. Now, I myself would love to go to Alabama, where all of my dad's family came from. Now, he was adopted, so it's his birth family. And I remember an episode of Who Do You Think You Are, when someone went and stood with their bare feet on the land that their family came from. And that really struck me, and how important it is to see the places and maybe feel or touch the land or items that those that came before us lived on or had in their possessions. Yes, it's a little expensive, but it's well worth it. And finally, I wish everyone a happy new year and a lot of wonderful genealogy finds, and we will see you down the road.